Imagine staying on your man's mind 24/7. Imagine having the power to make him think about you constantly, even when you're not around. Imagine he is calling you and wanting you to meet him all day long. This can be true. Your man can literally be obsessed with you. Only if you know the secret ways to have control over him, though. And that's why in the next few minutes, I shall reveal 12 secret ways to get your man obsessed using psychology. But it's not about playing mind games. It's about a positive approach to fulfilling your life with a meaning and fruitful relationship. So, tell me, ladies, do you want to see your man going all in, all wild and crazy just to be with you? Well, if yes, then stay with us. Number 12. Compliment him. Have you ever seen a man changing his flat face to a happy one just after a normal compliment? Well, if yes, then you may very well know how this whole energy changes and he looks like a completely different person. That's the impact of one simple compliment on a man's mind. They may not show it, but guys love getting compliments from others, especially their partners. So let's get into a real-life scenario to see how this works. Let's say that he takes you out for a cup of coffee after his long day at work. Now, despite being with you, he seems a bit stressed from an overload of work. His energy is low and he seems disinterested in everything. You can change that whole environment with just one quick compliment. You can say, "I love how you handle tough days like this. I really admire that about you." Now, if he brings food for you, you can say, "You are an angel for keeping this belly full." These little out-of-the-blue compliments can change his entire energy. Now, what we learn from this is that you can take the opportunity from the situation to give him a compliment, but it also can be a random one. You can say, "You look great today," or "I feel so safe when you are around because you are so protective." Now, when a guy listens to such compliments every day, he slowly starts getting addicted to listening to them. And that makes him long for your presence. He craves for the person who always appreciates him, and without even realizing it, he gets obsessed with you. So, just a quick piece of advice for all you ladies. When you compliment him, keep the words real. They should flow with your expressions and emotions. The more genuine the compliment is, the more powerful the impact it will have on your man. Number 11. Ask him for favors. As ladies, it might be quite common for you to observe this. You ask him for a favor and he gets all crazy about it. It's like he forgets everything else and just focuses on the favor that you asked. Why does this happen? Well, asking for favors has a deep link with psychology, and many empowered women use this secret method to bring their men in closer. First, understand it with a quick example. Let's say you are staying at his place for the weekends and you guys are thinking about what to have for dinner. Instead of going out to a restaurant or cooking alone, you ask him for help cooking. You say something like this: "I'd love to have a helper in the kitchen. Would you mind being my cooking partner?" This one phrase works like magic, and you will see him do all the work from washing dishes to cutting vegetables. So, let's see how asking for favors helps in getting him obsessed with you. When you ask for his help, it taps into his natural desire to feel useful. Moreover, being asked for a favor by a woman, especially his partner, wakens his masculine energy. He realizes that he is being asked for a favor because he is her other half. This is not only making him do a lot of stuff for you, but it's also enhancing the love and respect that he has for you. Now, these quick favors on a daily basis become the foundation for a deep love. Just remember not to overdo it, or the favors should not be too difficult to handle. Your focus should not be to get your work done, but to get him emotionally closer to you. So, only ask for those favors he likes doing, and avoid the ones that he doesn't like. Number 10. A bit longer eye contact. Every woman knows how powerful one eye contact can be, and how it can make any mind fall in love, right? Well, that's what you need to do. Getting your man obsessed with the right use of eye contact. But I'm not only talking about this staring from a distance thing. Let me explain. Let's say you both are watching a movie on the weekend, or let's say you are having dinner together. Each time his eyes fall onto yours, don't just look away right away. Instead, stare into his pupils for a bit longer. This will make him realize that you are taking an interest in him and not only focused on food or movies. This small act can speak volumes about your interest and attraction. Now, what is the psychological impact of lingering eye contact? Well, you see, sometimes humans communicate better with their eyes. Eyes speak emotions that words can't. It shows him that you are fully engaged at the moment and that he has your undivided attention. This makes him feel better about himself, and it deepens his connection with you. After some time, he doesn't even realize it, but he gets vulnerable to the depth of your eyes. He just wants to feel those unspoken words, and that makes him crave your presence even more. So what you need to avoid is staring at him for way too long. A long stare can be translated as inappropriate and vulgar. Quickly looking away might seem as a lack of interest. So, just a bit of a long stare is the perfect approach. Number 9. Expect great things from him. Have you ever thought about how expecting great things from him can actually help him step up? When you believe in what he can do, it can really boost his confidence. For example, if he's working on something big, saying, "I know you're going to crush this presentation," can give him that extra push that he needs. And when you expect good things from him, it shows that you see his potential and think he's capable of great stuff. Now this can motivate him to work harder and want to impress you even more. Guys often feel good when they know someone believes in them, and it gives them a sense of purpose and can make him want to achieve even more. Just be sure to keep it real and specific. Instead of just saying, "I believe in you," try something like, "I can't wait to see what you do with that project. I know you're going to make it awesome." This lets him know that you notice his skills and are excited about what he can achieve. When he feels supported and recognized, he's likely to step up to the plate, making your bond even stronger and showing him that you truly care about his success. Number 8. Create a challenge. How many of you ladies know that guys are more engaged in more challenging stuff? Well, I'm sure that all of you know that men love challenges, but what if I tell you that you can use this to get him obsessed with you? Yes, if guys love challenges, then give him challenges and see how it all works out. Let's see what kind of challenges they can be. First of all, you could spark his desires with a challenge of fitness. For example, you may challenge him on how long he can plank. His challenge would be to do it either longer than you, or he must do it for 3 minutes. Now that's a challenge he's going to take seriously. If he likes cooking, challenge him with recipes. If he likes intellectual stuff, bring on a lot of quizzes, or challenge him to finish a book in 15 days. These are all everyday challenges that you can give to your man. But does that even work? Well, let's see what the psychological reasoning is behind it. You see, men have a natural instinct to be more competitive. In nature, only the one on top gets to survive and gets all the benefits. That's why the desire to be on top is deeply engraved in every man. Secondly, challenges cause an adrenaline rush. Adrenaline is a hormone that creates excitement. So yes, guys feel excited about challenges. And when you create an environment where he is being challenged every day, either physically or mentally, he is gonna love it and want to be in that environment forever. But again, don't make it too hard that his defense mechanisms kick in. The challenges should be fun, light, and entertaining. When you both engage in these challenges, it can lead to more shared experiences. Number 7. Use reverse psychology. One of the most powerful tactics that most women use to get their men's attention and even their interest is by using reverse psychology. According to the experts, reverse psychology is the most effective method because it allows you to push him to action without actually pushing it directly. And what does that mean? Well, let me explain. Let's say you text him once or twice but don't get a reply because he might be busy somewhere. So, you use reverse psychology here by sending this message. I totally understand if you don't have time to chat because you are super busy. If you want to try new food, but he doesn't want to, you can say, I totally get it if you don't want to try new recipes. Some people just stick to what they know. And if you want to make sure your preference is taken in planning a weekend, well, you can try doing it by saying, "It's okay if you'd rather let me decide where to go. I know some people just like to follow along." All these examples make sense, but does this actually work? Well, you see, when you suggest that he may not want to do something, it is often a trigger for a reaction to do the opposite. Reverse psychology makes him feel like he is following his own decisions, while he is actually following yours. It's like you are taking him in any direction that you want and making him feel like he is doing it all on his own will. Just remember, the goal is to keep it lighthearted and fun while nudging him to do what you'd like. Also, remember not to mold it into something serious. It's all about fun and positivity. Number 6. Be the best version of yourself. Have you ever wondered what guys love the most about women? Well, some might say it's their natural beauty, while others might say it's their intelligence. In reality, men absolutely love women who keep themselves in their best possible version. But the best version in what? Well, when I say the best version, it means you keep yourself top-notch in literally everything, be it your facial beauty, your dress, your health, or your mental capacity. Let's say you are out for lunch with him and you are not properly dressed. You have an extra pound of weight and you seem sleepy. Will these things attract him? Well, of course not. And contrary to this, if you are lean and fit, dressed perfectly for the situation, active and sharp, and most importantly, your natural beauty is flashing, he is definitely going to fall in love with you. Now, all of you ladies might be thinking, isn't it all materialistic beauty? Well, the door to really emotional love passes through these physical things. Every detail matters, and focusing on every detail keeps you in the best version possible. Number 5. Have a life apart from him. Have you ever thought about how having a life apart from him can actually strengthen your relationship? When you cultivate your own interests and friendships, it's not only keeping you fulfilled, but it's also making you more intriguing. For instance, let's say you join a book club or take up a new sport. When he sees you engaged and enjoying your life, it can spark his own interest even more. Having your own life means you are not solely dependent on him for happiness or fulfillment. It shows that you're independent, confident, and capable of pursuing your passions. And when you share stories about your adventures or what you're learning, it adds depth to your conversations and keeps things fresh. For example, if you've been working on a new painting or exploring a new hobby, sharing that experience can create excitement and curiosity in you. So, just try to focus on your own life as well. Develop interests and work on them. Maybe try new hobbies that keep you engaged. Pursue more goals and divert your attention to them. Remember this, don't just pretend to be busy. Actually become someone with a life outside of him. Number 4. Demonstrate your share in his interest. Have you ever noticed how showing genuine interest in what he loves can create a stronger bond between the two of you? When you demonstrate that you share his interest, it not only makes him feel appreciated, but it also deepens your connection. For example, if he's passionate about a specific sport, taking the time to learn the rules or even attending games with him can show that you value his passions. This attraction theory is rooted in the idea that we are drawn to those who share our interests and values. When you engage with his hobbies, it signals that you're on the same wavelength, fostering a sense of camaraderie. Imagine you're at a concert of a band that he loves. By singing along and enjoying the moment together, you're not just enjoying the music, you're creating a shared memory that can strengthen your relationship. So, here is some quick advice. First, actually get involved in things that he does like, and then demonstrate that you share those interests with action. Just saying that you share the same interest won't have any effect on him. It's about dominating his thoughts with your deeds. Number 3. Be welcoming and friendly. What if I tell you that just being more welcoming and friendly can do wonders in winning his heart? It indeed works like a miracle, but being welcoming or friendly doesn't mean that you just talk nicely and politely with him. It means a lot more things. Let me mention a few examples to help understand it better. Firstly, greeting him with warmth matters a lot. If he joins you at a casual gathering or an event, greet him warmly. Make him feel like his presence is appreciated and that you are happy to see him. You may also send him thoughtful texts like, "Hey, I was thinking about you and hope your day is going well." If he approaches you out of the blue or asks something unexpected, don't freak out. Just respond to him with calmness and a smile. Moreover, listen actively and share every thought with him with full focus, and give him your genuine advice and suggestions. Most importantly, spend as much time with him as you can, and you will see how this friendly behavior all works out smoothly. Number 2. Don't start having sex right away. You know, one of the biggest mistakes that women make when they get into a relationship is that they make it too easy or too early for a man to get into bed with her. While they might think that sex will strengthen the connection, doing it early on in dating life does quite the opposite. Instead, if you don't let him get into your bed so easily, he begins to crave your presence even more. Let me explain why. Holding off on physical intimacy can also shift the dynamic, making him put in more effort to win you over. It aligns with delayed gratification. It means when a person wants something a lot and doesn't get it, well, he starts to crave it. Think about it like how you decide to go on a diet and you start craving for fast foods like pizza and burgers, which you didn't earlier. The same goes for sex. When a man doesn't get it right away, well, he begins to want it more, and then puts more energy into it, which means he will try his best to get both physically and emotionally closer to you. So, instead of getting into bed right away in the first month, give yourself and this relationship some time. Try to understand him and his life better and make it clear that you are here for a real relationship, not just for sex. Number 1. Touch him lightly. Alright ladies, last but not least, the best way to attract your man is by touching him lightly. It means that you touch him on his various body parts, either his shoulders, his arms, his back, or his hands. This can have a very powerful psychological impact when it comes to attraction. Why? Well, guys may not accept it, but they love physical touches, even more than women, and there is a scientific reason behind it. A light touch on his body releases oxytocin. Now, this is a hormone that makes a person feel emotionally closer to someone. That's why they also call it the love hormone, or bonding hormone. It's like when you place a gentle hand on his shoulder while sharing a story, or touch his hand briefly during a conversation, or maybe give him a light pat on the back on a joke that he made. The best touch is cuddling on a cushion while watching a movie or before sleeping. The key is to keep it subtle and natural. A light touch creates a sense of intimacy without being overwhelming, and that's why it is considered the most powerful way to make a man obsessed. And with that, let's end our video here. Let's hope this helps all the sweet ladies watching this video, hoping to improve their relationship with their soulmates. And if you enjoyed it, please give us a like and support us by subscribing to our channel. And if you want to share something, please connect with us in the comment section.